Morning, guys. It is 8:17 of day 7. I guess I have to pack everything up and head home. Which, it's okay, I guess. I mean, it's been really nice out here. It's been really, really, really nice out here. Ugh. But, pardon me, we'll have one last meal, one last coffee, one last fire before we start doing anything. So let's get that fire built up. Well, my breakfast is heating and my coffee water is on boil. I figured I'd go a little bit Springer style, I guess you would call it, and maybe give some thoughts, some final thoughts or whatever. Because today's video isn't going to be super long unless I come across some really interesting stuff on the way back to my vehicle. I really enjoyed my time out here. I really did. It's peaceful. It's a lot of work. But you get to do that work pretty much when you feel like it, more or less. I mean, as far as firewood goes, you always got to think about your next fire, so it's kind of a stock up situation kind of thing. But if you don't feel like doing firewood, the only real downside of it is that you don't get to light a fire when you want to light a fire until you get off your butt and do the work. So that, it wasn't too bad at all. Water, same thing. I mean, I always have my 2 1-liter bottles full up here. And when I run out of water, I pretty much just go down to the river and get it. It's not labor intensive at all. It's not a big deal. But building up sort of a little homestead kind of thing. Building up, I don't want that to boil. Getting things the way that you want them. Now, it was a lot more work the first couple of days because I had to get the tent set up and get some sort of a gear management area and, get my chair. And, well, I don't want to carry this all over the place, so I need another chair. And I made that other chair and I put it way down in my fishing area, and I don't want to carry that up and down that hill all the time, so I made a lookout chair as well. I could just sit there and kind of, watch nature and kind of whatever. Other than that, the most labor intensive part of it was gathering food. Which leads me into the whole food thing. I never went to bed hungry. Not one time. At all. Did not go to bed hungry. And there was one day that I didn't really eat that much at all. Because I wasn't hungry. I wasn't hungry at all. I browsed on, a little bit here and there, but I don't know. I think more or less what it was is I got sick of all the lean protein of pike. Pike is an excellent meal, especially when you add it to, maybe a couple other things and maybe fry it up in some oil or whatever. But it's a very lean protein, and eating too much of that did not necessarily go all that well with my palate. I'd go for some trout. Right now I'd love to have some trout. And it's in season. But there's no trout where I am. I wish there was more available here so that I could have displayed a little more of my skill set. They're for wild edibles. I mean, there's a ton of resources here, but nothing is in season right now. The blueberries, strawberries, cranberries, the bunch berries, the blackberries, the raspberries, they're all not out yet. I found an apple tree while I was collecting there the other day, and I mean, obviously that's way in the fall. That's nowhere near ready, but it was cool to see way out here. There's cherry trees galore out here, pin cherries and choke cherries. There's so many cranberries out here, and that probably would have went well with the pike to make it a little bit more palatable. Maybe, I don't know. It would have been nice, but they're not out yet. There are duck and geese and cormorants and there's wild turkeys. There's just a ton of resource that I couldn't take advantage of because I'm not properly licensed to do any of that. Oh, there it is. But I came out here expecting there to be, you know, maybe marsh marigold and like just more, and there really wasn't. Kind of difficult to show off your skill set when there's nothing around for that. Even some grapevines would be nice. You can eat the young grape leaves, and that would have went well with a lot of stuff out here. But still, I did not go to bed hungry, not one night. I woke up hungry one day, and I had that fish head soup. All in all, like, I'm pretty sure I've lost some weight. I'm pretty sure I lost this challenge. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I can handle that. I can handle a loss. Another thing about being out here, your dreams get very vivid and kind of odd. Before coming out, I was watching a TV show called The Witcher. And it's about this sort of sword-wielding, kind of a mutant guy, kind of a, not mutant like the X-Men superpowers or whatever, but mutant as in he has like a mutation that makes him different than everybody else, and he's enhanced, I guess. And it's based on a video game, whatever. I've never really played it. I'm not all that up on, you know, what's what with The Witcher, but I was watching the TV show, and I was basically having dreams about being a Witcher. Not the Witcher, but like my own version of a Witcher kind of thing. And that was kind of weird. It was pretty vivid. The imagination is pretty creative sometimes. It was pretty awesome. And last night I had a dream about being a Highlander, and I don't even know where that came from, because I haven't seen that movie, geez, I don't even know how long. And if you haven't seen it, check it out. The Highlander. Like a movie from, I think, like way back in the 80s, I think it was. Maybe the early 90s, but I think it might have been the 80s. And Christopher Lambert is the leading role. So yeah, you have some pretty vivid dreams out here. And finally, would I do this again? Yes, definitely. This has been a blast. I've really enjoyed my time out here. I've been camping and fishing and, you know, kind of all that, like, my whole life. And I'm almost 50. And I'm going to do this kind of stuff for as long as I possibly can. I don't know how many years I have left of being able to, go out into the wilderness in a canoe or, whatever, and sleep on the ground and, kind of all that jazz. But, I'm going to enjoy it as long as I possibly can. I'm going to keep doing this as long as I'm enjoying it. And would I do the survival challenge again? Yep, I would. I definitely would. I've really enjoyed this, and I probably lost the challenge, but coming into the woods for 7 days with no food whatsoever and never going to get to bed hungry, I think I'm killing it. I ate my frog leg broth. It was pretty good. Drinking my coffee. It sucks. I should have known better than to buy a pound of coffee for $1.50. But almost time to go home. I'm really gonna hate trading in the sounds of loons and birds and whippoorwills and even, the moose over here and the turkey and the raccoons doing their thing, and there was a lynx screaming here and there. I'm going to trade all that in for sirens and car horns and city. But when I have to endure listening to that garbage, I'll just have a look at my souvenir and think about the better times. I'm actually, when I get home, I want to check these ruins because I know I didn't get them all right, and I want to see which ones I messed up on. But I'm pretty sure there's at least one or two that I did not get right. So, 7 days survival challenge. What I really should have put down is I did the Wooded Beardsman 7-day survival challenge, and all I got was this crappy walking stick. But that would be a huge stick. So, I'll settle for that. So, time to start organizing things and getting stuff packed up and getting some of this stuff underway.
Time to weigh out and see how I've done. Now I haven't stepped on the scale yet. And I think I lost weight. And I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to say, I think I probably lost 4 pounds. I would say that's probably a good guesstimate. Okay. Whew. So how much do you think I've lost? You think I'm right? 4 pounds? I ate pretty well, never went to bed hungry, but I looked down and I think my stomach's a little bit smaller. So it's a bad thing because that means I lost the challenge. It's a good thing because it means I've lost a little more weight. So double-edged sword, right? I'll take that. Okay. Let's step on this thing and see what the results are. Okay, so there's the scale. I'm dialed in. I'm pretty much wearing everything that I was wearing before, except for I'm wearing my canoe shoes, my Vibrams. They don't weigh almost nothing, so I'm not going to worry about them. So, $189. I can't believe that. I lost 12 pounds in 7 days. That's probably not healthy. But, you know, if I could have ate the bugs that have been eating me all week long, I'd come out of here morbidly obese. Wow. So yeah, 12 pounds. Wow. I would have thought 4. 12. That's definitely a major loss. That's probably the worst loss in the history of the 7-day survival challenge. So, oh. But what are you going to do, right? I'm going to go to Tim Hortons. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a coffee, and then I'm going to go have a shower. Because bathing in the river is fine, but a nice hot shower is perfect right now. So that's what I'm going to do. Because you got to have goals. Coffee, shower. I hope you guys enjoyed the 7-day survival challenge from Wolf in the Wilds. I would like to give a huge thank you and a big shout out to the Wooded Beardsman for telling me that it was totally cool for me to do this. This is his thing, and when I asked, he said yes. If you have not seen the Wooded Beardsman's channel, then you really should check it out. It's actually one of my favorites. He's got an awesome channel going. He's an epic guy. I hope to meet him someday. And Chris, if you're watching this, Mr. Beardsman, sir, thank you so much for allowing me to take your idea and do my own little take on it. That was a lot of fun. I can see why you do it. I can also see why you usually bring your buddy Jeremy, One Wildcrafter. And if you guys haven't seen his channel, check that out too. One Wildcrafter, awesome guy. And that's it for the 7-day survival challenge. See you guys in the next one.
So for you guys keeping score, I almost forgot. 1, 2, and 3. I've got all 3 MREs that I started with. Almost forgot to show that.